In many cities across the USA, thousands of women and men are taking to the streets to protest their discontent as the U.S. Supreme Court overturns the abortion rights. Pregnancy termination will no longer be considered a woman's right after 49 years due to the recent overturning of the Roe v. Wade ruling. What is Roe v. Wade? A woman named Roe from Texas became unwantedly pregnant due to rape in 1973 and couldn't stop her pregnancy due to the laws. It was because of the principle that termination of pregnancy wouldn't be allowed unless the woman's life was at stake. Then, Roe sued the state government, and the prosecutor's name was Wade. This was how the case was called Roe v. Wade. The federal Supreme Court judged that termination of pregnancy is the right of a pregnant person, which is protected under the Constitution, and decided that abortion, termination of pregnancy, pertain to the privacy rights guaranteed under the U.S. amended Constitution. The right to abort is not recognized anymore. The U.S. legal system differs from the Korean one. As a judge makes a ruling, this presents a ground to be used in the following trials. Therefore, the USA has continuously guaranteed the right to terminate pregnancy after Roe v. Wade. However, Mississippi, where conservatives strongly banned termination of pregnancy after 15 weeks in 2018. Then, a women's health organization filed a lawsuit saying that this measure violated the constitutional rights guaranteed under Roe v. Wade. In the end, the federal Supreme Court sided with Mississippi, saying that the Constitution didn't guarantee the right to terminate pregnancy. This ruling made the U.S. states go back to 5 decades ago, and each state became able to decide whether termination of pregnancy was legal. Implications of the ruling. The conservatives welcome this ruling while the opposition is also very vocal. President Joe Biden, the Democratic Party, Canada, the UK, Spain, and other U.S. allies immediately issued their opposition. The first ground for this was that this would endanger a woman's health. Even if termination of pregnancy becomes illegal, unwanted pregnancy will not disappear. If termination of pregnancy becomes illegal, women are likely to try to abort through a dangerous method instead of systemic diagnosis and surgery at a hospital. Also, there will be criticism that women's rights have deteriorated. The right to terminate pregnancy safely and freely is the right for a woman to decide matters as to her body and life. It is a basic right to be allowed for a human being. In the end, the stance that human lives cannot be subject to unprincipled treatment of human beings and abortion is not a right that must be guaranteed under the Constitution, and the other stance that women's freedom and rights must be comprehensively recognized are in sharp conflicts.